You've heard it before. $60,000 a year sounds like solid money. But can it actually buy you a comfortable life in Canada, Australia, or New Zealand? The answer depends entirely on where you choose to live. In this video, we break down exactly how far $60,000 goes, city versus regional, in all three countries. Let's start with the numbers that will actually change your decision. Canada, one of the most popular immigration destinations in the world. But Canada's cost of living is not one size fits all. In Toronto or Vancouver, a single person needs at least CAD $65,000 to $70,000 a year just to feel financially comfortable. That means $60,000 CAD in Toronto puts you slightly below the comfort line. Your rent alone for a one-bedroom apartment in downtown Toronto could cost $2,500 to $3,000 per month. Add groceries, transport, utilities, and savings, and $60K gets tight very fast in a major Canadian city. But move to a mid-sized city like Winnipeg, Halifax, or Saskatoon. Suddenly, $60,000 a year becomes genuinely comfortable. In these cities, a single person can cover rent, food, transport, entertainment, and still save money every month. In Quebec's smaller cities like Trois-Rivières, a comfortable lifestyle only costs around $57,936 per year, making $60K actually more than enough. And in rural Canada or small towns, $45,000 to $50,000 is often sufficient, making $60K a genuinely strong income. Canada verdict: $60,000 in a big city, tight. In a mid-sized or regional city, comfortable. Australia. Now let's talk Australia, the land of beaches, sunshine, and surprisingly high living costs. Australia's median full-time salary is around AUD $94,000 per year in 2025. So earning $60,000 AUD places you well below the national average. In Sydney, forget comfort on $60K. A single person in Sydney needs $95,000 to $120,000 AUD to truly live comfortably. Sydney's median rent for a two-bedroom apartment runs between $700 and $900 per week. That's $36,000 to $46,800 per year on rent alone. Almost your entire $60K salary before anything else. Melbourne is slightly more forgiving, but still demands around $80,000 or more for a comfortable single lifestyle. Brisbane is more affordable. A single person can live comfortably there on around $70,000 to $80,000 AUD. On $60K in Brisbane, you'll manage, but you won't have much left for savings or emergencies. Adelaide is the sweet spot. It is consistently Australia's most affordable capital city. In Adelaide, $60,000 AUD covers your basics and leaves some room for a modest lifestyle. But the real story is regional Australia. Regional cities like Toowoomba, Geelong, and Ballarat offer 20 to 40% lower costs than capital cities. In regional areas, $60,000 AUD can actually go a long way, especially if you're renting and not buying. Australia verdict: $60,000 AUD is not enough for Sydney or Melbourne. Manageable in Brisbane. Comfortable in Adelaide or regional towns. New Zealand. Arguably the most beautiful country on this list. But beauty comes at a price. And New Zealand's cost of living has been rising fast. The median annual salary for full-time workers in New Zealand is around NZD $70,000 to $70,000. So earning $60,000 NZD places you below the median full-time wage. In Auckland, The most expensive city, a single person living alone, spends around NZD $4,284 per month. That's over $5 million per year before any savings. Auckland rent alone for a one-bedroom apartment can hit NZD $2,800 to $3,500 per month. On a $60K salary in Auckland, you are surviving, not thriving. Wellington is slightly cheaper but still pricey. Your budget will be very tight here on 60,000 NZD. But Christchurch? A completely different story. In Christchurch, rent for a one-bedroom apartment runs NZD $1,500 to $2,000 per month, nearly half of Auckland's cost. There are growing job opportunities in healthcare and construction, plus stunning proximity to mountains and beaches. On 60K NZD in Christchurch, you can live comfortably as a single person. Smaller regional towns like Hamilton, Palmerston North, and Tauranga offer one-bedroom rents of just NZD $1,200 to $1,800 per month. In Dunedin, rents drop even further to NZD $1,000 to $1,300, making 60K a genuinely good income. New Zealand verdict: $60,000 NZD is too tight for Auckland or Wellington. Comfortable in Christchurch. Very comfortable in smaller regional towns. Head-to-head comparison. So which country gives you the best life on $60,000? Let's be clear, these are three different currencies, so direct comparison needs context. In Canada, $60,000 CAD is close to the national average wage and comfortable in most cities outside Toronto and Vancouver. In Australia, $60,000 AUD is below the median, only truly comfortable in regional areas or Adelaide. In New Zealand, $60,000 NZD is below the full-time median, comfortable only outside Auckland and Wellington. If you want maximum quality of life on 60K, Canada's mid-sized cities offer the best bang for your dollar. Quebec cities and prairie provinces like Manitoba offer strong comfort at lower cost than anywhere in Australia or New Zealand. If you love Australia's lifestyle, aim for Adelaide or regional Queensland. Your money goes much further there. And if New Zealand is calling you, head south. Christchurch and beyond offer affordable living with extraordinary natural beauty. Pro tips: before you move, here are 3 things to remember. First, always calculate your after-tax income, not your gross salary. In Australia, income tax on 60K takes roughly 19 to 22%. In Canada, expect 20 to 25%. In New Zealand, around 17 to 20%. Second, housing is your biggest cost. Where you rent decides almost everything else about your financial comfort. Third, regional areas are not a compromise. Many offer great job markets, lower stress, and stunning landscapes. A $60,000 salary in the right city can give you a life that a $90,000 salary in the wrong city cannot. So, can you live comfortably on $60,000 a year in Canada, Australia, or New Zealand? Yes, but only if you choose your location wisely. The city will drain your wallet. The regions will surprise you. If this video helped you, hit like and subscribe. We cover real cost of living truths for people planning their next big move. And drop a comment below. Which country are you considering and which city caught your attention? See you in the next one. Subscribe Pacific Wealth YouTube channel.